What's up, everyone? It's your boy Crisppurpose back at it again with another Gems of War super fast, quick, clear team video for you guys. Now, in this one, I'm going to be showcasing to you guys my ×3 Explore 1 quick clearing team with TAKSHAKA, the mythic that recently dropped as the monthly mythic for March. Was it March? Yeah, I kind of don't know where I'm at right now. But man, is this team fast. I'm not going to be using TAKSHAKA because of his spell. I'm not using it for that mana cost. I'm using it for the final trait, that rainbow scales, creating a ×3 wildcard when my turn begins. Now that 3 times off the troop is going to allow you to get 3 of those ×3 wildcards on the board. And if any of them match, it's going to allow my main damage dealer to get spell ready. And I know you might be thinking, I think I've seen persons use ×3 TAKSHAKA with Stellarix, right? And I'm like, nah, this is not a Stellarix team. This is something else, and I guarantee you it can be very fast. In fact, this is the closest rival in recent time for what's it called? Ironhawk team, right? Or definitely, I'm going to tell you, it's faster than Rowanne, and it's faster than the Moon Mage team. Now, what am I using in the first slot? Let's back out. There it is, the Imperial Jewel. This weapon right here is a great weapon. It's one of 3 6-color weapons in the game, and it's the only one that deals AoE damage. So it's perfect to use on an Explore 1 team with ×3 TAKSHAKA, right? The classes that I've seen that work the fastest with this is any class with a 50% start, and even more so, classes that have a bonus to magic will kind of amp up the amount of damage that you're going to be doing. Right, so for this team, I'm using the Bard hero class. Why I'm using Bard? Because of the Bardic inspiration. All yellow allies gain 1 to all stats at the start of each turn. And of course, the weapon uses all those mana colors. And TAKSHAKA also uses those mana colors, but we're not using it because we're casting TAKSHAKA and wanting to get its spell ready. We're only using it for that final trait of rainbow scales. This is my setup for the class right here. I have Resplendence set. I will gain 2 magic if I'm using a jewel weapon. As you can see, the Imperial Jewel is a jewelry weapon. As well, I have Mana Source set because I want to have that 50% start. And this is where it is really good to use this weapon on an Explore 1 fight, right? I'm going to be having only a 10 mana cost. Just a simple match of any of those wild cards is going to get my weapon spell ready. I have Commander set right here as well. 2 to all skills if I'm in the first slot. Hero is going to be in the first slot. I have Arcane Surge set as well. And of course, Mystic Channel is set. You can pick whatever you want in the final talent right here, but I prefer to keep it the way it is on this one. All right, let's see if everything is good there. Yep. Good. All right. So that is the setup right there. Let's take a look at the banner. The banner here is the Crypt banner from the Crypt Keeper faction. Now, there's a number of different banners that you could possibly use. I don't think any banner per se is wrong on this team because the weapon uses all colors, and it all depends on what you match on the board. So I'm trying my best not to not get one of TAKSHAKA's colors or anything else. That's why I picked this banner. But overall, you can pick a number of different banners. From my testing so far, I've seen this team work with Bard, the best, as well as Archmage's hero class. But let's hop into a fight right here in Cinemirage, and we're doing an Explore 1 fight. And of course, some of these troops as well are going to be having a bonus this week. So for example, this troop right here, War Machine, has a bonus. So this might not be the best kingdom to test it out on. So let's move over maybe to Drak Zoom. I don't think any troop in Drak Zoom will have a bonus this week. Let's check. There are a couple, but I think we should be able to kill them nonetheless. All right, let's hop into a fight right here in Drak Zoom and see if we can make this a very fast fight. There we go. Spell ready. Bang. Beautiful. And look how quick that was, man. Let's hop into another fight and see if we can make it happen. And I've used similar mechanics to this. As you guys can see, it didn't get spell ready this time. But as I said before, it can happen with some fights, but it is still super fast. Now, look at that. Even though I missed the first matches, it still matched on the second match and got the troop spell ready. I think this is the closest that we've come in recent time to the speed of an Ironhawk team. Of course, Ironhawk team is still better because at no instance, if you have a double Ironhawk team or a triple Ironhawk team, you can ensure that the enemy troop does not have a turn. But look at how quick this is able to go, right? So it's one of the few mythics I can say that you can double up on or triple up on and still see huge benefits to the troop. There we go. Boom. A really fast team, man. I'm pleasantly surprised at how quick I'm able to blow through some fights here. And of course, if you're leveling a class that has a 50% start, this is actually one of the fastest ways, if not the fastest way to level a class. Of course, you're only going to be getting 1 XP for each battle that you're doing on Explore 1. But even with that, it's going to be killer fast. Now, look how quickly I'm going through these battles here. Am I going fast, Cam? Do you approve? I think I do too, right? The only other time you're able to blow through a fight at this speed is if you're using a Ironhawk team, a double, triple Ironhawk team. That's the only other time. No other time. Of course, you're gonna need a reasonable amount of magic so as to execute this team. But even with all that in mind, it's really nice to see that a mythic came into the game, that the spell is useful, it's pretty powerful, and then when you look at it, the traits are even better, right? Especially the final trait, the second trait, as well as the the first trait isn't that good, but the final trait, ooh la la. And I've seen players use this in factions. Like I was watching Tass's stream, and I saw him use this setup of a team with his Stellarex, and it was really, really good, right? Stellarex was blowing through the faction really fast, especially for getting all the rewards, because I think he already had all his factions completed. So he's just getting the rewards. And it was really, really quick for him to get all those rewards. And I was triggered by that, man. I'm like, if we can use it like that, we can definitely use it on a quick clear Explore 1 team. And so said, so done. I just went to try out a couple options, and the Imperial Jewel stuck out as the best option with this team. If you guys and gals think that this team is worth mentioning and worth sharing with your guildmates, go right ahead. Share them the link for the video. Tell them to come on over and check out the team. Tell me what their opinions are. Maybe they like it. Maybe they don't like it. You know what I mean? Maybe they're like, nah, man, that team ain't good. That team's trash. But I don't think it's trash. I think it's a solid way of going to low-level explore. Maybe you're a player that simply does not have an additional Ironhawk. And here you go. This is a great team that you can use. Of course, I think it falls second place, but it is a decent challenger. It is a solid challenger to the throne that Ironhawk has in the game. Of course, I think Ironhawk will maintain its throne. It's going to always stay at the top because, as you guys have seen in a couple fights, sometimes those ×3 wildcards don't match, and then you have to match a gem. You have to touch the board. But with the Ironhawk team, you'll never have to touch the board, really. So that is one thing to keep in mind. But if you don't have Ironhawk, here you go. It's your best option. It is undoubtedly your best option. I completely believe that. All right, so we're just going to blow through this fight, and I'm going to bounce out of here, man. Hopefully you guys found what I'm saying here helpful to you guys, and you're going to go ahead and try out this team. And I really want to hear your genuine opinions about this team. Where do you think this team fits in the hierarchy of super fast Explore 1 teams? I think it sits right below Ironhawk, a very, very close second, followed by the Moon Mage team, and then any Rowanne team. Did I finish the fight already? See, I'm not even paying attention. I think I finished the fight and started a completely new run. That's how quick I've been going. All right, so let's take a look at that team again before we get out of here, right? Up front on the team is the Imperial Jewel. We are using this here for dealing AoE damage. Of course, I should point out the weapon gains more magic. So if indeed you have to cast this a second time, you'll have more magic the second time. The weapon also have vital. It also has, I should say, I'm talking too fast here. It also has a vital, lucky, fey, and prosperous. You will gain 10 gold or so every single time you cast the weapon. The class is the Bard hero class. Of course, you can use it with the Archmage's hero class and possibly any other class that's a 50% start, and maybe like a Link in the talents some additional bonus mana from matching a particular gem color. But either way, once you have the 50% start, you should be able to execute this team. And I think this team is a close second, a very, very close second to the Iron Hawk team. All right, guys, I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.